On the
Now
fly.
we're live.
There we go. What's
Now
going
we're
on,
live.
everybody?
I had to wait for the red. It's been a long time. You know, we've been doing the show for a year, Tex.
I know,
but
it's
it feels
insane.
like we haven't done a show in a year.
Yeah, I know. It's
So,
kind of crazy. Then let
here
me
we are.
do. I apologize, chat. Running behind. We went went to my brother's house today, and just had a great time visiting my family. Of course, thank you guys for tuning in to my nephew's stream and stuff. For those of you guys that did, Tomby and Fanatic Gaming and all you guys, thank you guys so much. You guys absolutely made his day, chat. Absolutely made his day. We're doing pretty good. Campa, good to see you, sir. I'm glad
good old
you're
Al.
here because we have a brand new tool that we're going to be
Your mom's a brand new
tonight.
tool,
and it's hopefully it's going to blow your mind.
There it is.
Yeah, something like that. But you know, I've been talking about it a little bit, tiny bit, telling everybody, hey, you guys might need to make sure to check out the show that we're going to be doing tonight. So you guys are in for a treat. I had to do some last minute kind of tweaking on the code to get some stuff to actually show that needed to show, and basically renaming some stuff so it's more in line of what it is that we're going for. But before we kind of get it has to do with shorts, chat. It has to do with shorts. Now, Ray, you've had just a very brief overlook at it and stuff like that. What's your initial reaction?
It's pretty banger, dude. Especially for people that, like, no disrespect, aren't editors. For people that don't have an actual need to invest a whole bunch of money into Adobe or something of the like. I mean, look, there's a lot of like free editing softwares. I see people calling me and asking me, "Hey, I'm using this. Do you know how?" Danny says my mic audio is way too loud. Can't control it, friend. Sorry.
You think so, damn Daniel? I mean, I can turn it down if you need me to.
Yeah, turn me down if that's what it is. Turn me down. You know, we got guys that use all kinds of different free softwares are constantly reaching out to me. They're like, hey, how do I make this better? How do I make it blah, 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 whatever it is. This is a great tool for clipping, specifically for the Rumble Premium guys who are currently trying to figure out how to hit those 20 shorts a month that got instituted back in July. Danny said that's the spot. Looks like you fixed it there, my friend. Looks like
Thank you, Danny. You know what? You were a scholar gentleman, dude.
Yeah, I have no control right now. I just reinstalled my Wave software 5 minutes before the show loaded, and I was like, "Well, I hope he can hear me." So that's where it is. Here's what I want to say too. Before we jump into the tool, I do want to say this: like, congratulations to all the Rumble Premium guys that conquered the conquerless mountain. All you guys that like made the cut and got all your stats in and survived July, dude. The end of June was a hellscape of Rumble social media, of people that were freaking out about getting cut. And like so many of you guys who had convinced yourselves that you weren't going to make it, you made it. And, you know, I think that what we're learning here is that like a little nudge is never a terrible thing. And I think that we're also learning that as creators, a lot of you guys and a lot of us are way more capable than we want to give ourselves credit for. So yeah, 500 hours of viewership is a lot, and 75 active chatters is a lot for people that haven't had to hit that. And, you know, 20 Rumble shorts, I think, is probably the thing that people are the most like scared of, because a lot of people on Rumble, and this is my segue for you, Tex, a lot of people on Rumble consider themselves streamers and not necessarily content creators. They don't consider themselves editors or marketers or any of those sorts of things. I was talking to Meg about it earlier today. It's so funny because I'm like trying to like give all the old college try. I posted a short today. It went on Rumble, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok. Like, it took me 5 minutes to make the short. It took me almost an hour to post and hashtag and all the things everywhere else. And so, you know, I think that like, obviously people have their opinions over whether we should or should not be quote unquote forced to do this. We have ad nauseum talked about the fact that as partnered creators are getting paid, like Rumble has the ability to tell us whatever we need to do to get paid and whatever metrics it is. Obviously, we are showing off their tools, and this is a tool that Rumble has invested a lot of years and time and money into. Like, they did not on a whim do shorts. It took, what, 3 years, Tex, to get shorts off the ground?
Honestly, it took forever. We were asking for shorts. Gosh, I can't even remember how long we've been asking for shorts, but
Yeah.
It definitely took a while.
Yeah. And so, like, who are the people to show off the shorts? The people
Yeah.
they're paying to be creators. I mean, that's just what it is. Danny says, I dislike the fact that they're making new hoops to be a part of the program, and they're making you do it. Yeah, I get that, but also
It's kind of like it's kind of like their bag right now. To be fair, Daniel, I agree with you, and I was one of the biggest vocal people about it because of the fact that like my time is so short. I mean, I do so much. You guys don't even know half the stuff that I do. Besides
I can
for
tell you, this man does not sleep. I wake up every day to 3, 4, and 5 a.m. like Discord messages between Tex and the other developers on some crazy new tool that they figured out, and the one we're showing you tonight is going to be one of them.
yes.
Tex does not stop.
Yeah,
Ever.
not till it's done. And then I test it and then it breaks. And then I have to go back and redo it all over again. But you know what I mean? It kind of does that. But you know, it's one of those things. So it's like, okay, if we have to do that, and this is the way that it is, you know, the good thing that about being on Rumble is, right, that if you don't do it, right, you can still be monetized.
Yeah, but people don't understand that, Tex. I want you to go into detail on that because people do not understand this.
So all you have to do in order to make money on Rumble, chat, okay, this is all you got to do. You ready? This is how hard it is to make money on Rumble. To get 100% subs, to get like 80-20 split on rants, right? Which is their version of tipping. All you got to do, provide your phone number. That's it. You're done. You can be monetized till the cows come home.
At 0 followers.
At 0 followers.
At 0 watch hours.
Yep.
I mean, and again, like I'm not trying to defend Rumble. This is not a defend Rumble podcast, right? Mm-hmm. But one of the biggest things about Rumble, before I was ever even a premium creator, I'll be honest with you, Tex, before I even knew what a premium creator was, I didn't know what that meant. Like, what is that? Like I had no idea. Okay. I jumped into this thing super blind. Tex grabbed me by the hand and said he was going to force me to figure it out. Like that's basically how my Rumble story started. Tex like being the all-time this is the Ray babysitter and like maybe this is the Ray babysitter. That's I don't know. That's weird. I don't like it. But I jumped in and I was like, all right, cool. This is great. Before like I have to do like Twitch, I don't have to do like Kick, I have to do like YouTube and like meet all this criteria to get monetized. To be clear, your community will make you significantly more money than the Rumble premium salary or whatever. What are the words people use? The payout, the salary. Like, it's a salary. Mm-hmm. It is not the only monetization on the platform. And to be clear, okay, with all the love in this is the Ray's diabetic heart, okay. If this is the only income you can make on a streaming platform, you should stop considering streaming as a financial gainer. If you don't have a community that is going to be able to support you financially, and you're hoping to have full support from content creation, maybe adjust your you know what I mean? Like adjust your thought process, adjust the things that you're focusing on, because this creator payout, I had a creator that's been talking to me since probably 3 days ago. The month was ending. And he was like, brother, I tried and I didn't make it. And I was like, you know what, brother? There's no shame in that. There's not. This is not Rumble saying we don't love or we absolutely hate small creators. This is Rumble saying, if you want to be on our monthly payroll for a couple $100, this is what we want you to do. Mm-hmm. I can tell you right now that some of the larger names on Rumble, I know for a fact, are making considerably more money on rants and subs, whether it's gifted or actual subs, and more important, Rumble premium signups.
Yep.
You want to learn how to make money on Rumble? Rumble premium signups. Go get 5 Rumble premium signups this month. And then when you pay out at the end of the month, send me a text message to thank me. Trust me when I tell you, Rumble premium signups and selling them or promoting them or whatever you're going to call it. They give you a link. You can make a QR code out of that link. There's a link. There's a button that's literally in your live chat. Push that junk. Okay. It's way more money than ad reads. It's way more. I'm telling you, it'll be more money than what you've lost in the premium creator program. And again, like I just really feel like Texas, I want you to take it from here because I'm talking too much. I feel like we should have creators who understand what the flows and the streams of income are here. And if you have a full-time job or a family or kids or whatever it is, and you cannot hit what you feel like are realistic or unrealistic like stats, then understand the different ways you can do it. Pudge is in the chat. What's up, my friend?
What is up, Pudge? You guys are in for a treat tonight because there's only like very few people that have even seen this. Now, I will say this: I sat down with Waffle last night. I was helping him out, and I basically showed it to him because I wanted to get his reaction, and it was exactly what I was looking for. And it's going to be a huge tool. So tonight, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about all things shorts. Why? Yep. Because it's one of the biggest freaking sticking points for any of us that really make content creation on Rumble right now.
And honestly, guys, this is not once you generate the short with this tool.
Yep.
It doesn't post directly to Rumble. You get the file. You can post it everywhere you want. You can post it on your TikTok. You can post it on your Instagram. You can post it on your YouTube. You can post it on X. You can post it. I mean, there's got to be other places I'm thinking of. Anywhere that you can upload short form content, this is a tool that will help you generate this. This becomes an automated editor for you. Foley says, I can't stand shorts. And then Pudge says, shorts, please. Shorts, please. Good to see you also, Pudge. Empire State. Good to see you, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that you have to, it's what they want, right, to be part of the Rumble, creator program, and that's fine. Rumble can make up their own rules and their mind in terms of what they want, and it is doable. I mean, the one thing that I think that I will say that I really enjoyed seeing over this last month, and myself included, I barely squeaked out the 20. A lot of people did, but a lot of people were actually able to hit the metrics rather than than not being able to hit it. And I was like, that is awesome to see. The community came together, people helped each other out, and they actually were like, we could do this. And it's like, you can do it if you put your mind to it, if you work hard and you try to do it. It can be difficult. Don't get me wrong. And I want to,
and again,
I know it's hard.
I want to say this, and like, I know it's going to throw a rock at a hornet's nest because I don't know what people think about me and Rumble. I don't understand it. However, I was gone for the majority. I had 2 summer camps I did in July. Mm-hmm. I flew to Charlotte to do photo and video production for a major concert event in Charlotte. That was actually kind of fun. I haven't told you any of those stories yet.
Yeah.
Did I see the photos? They're freaking great.
Yeah.
You haven't seen them because they haven't been approved by a tour manager, but like that was.
You sent me the ones that you did send me, dude, or that you showed me. It would look absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, I did. I was in Tennessee for a photo shoot for a couple. Like, the point of it is, I missed almost half my month, and like, I don't know if I would say that I barely squeaked it out. However, it did take me until just about the last day. So I wanted to share this tonight. I'm not going to show you guys the actual stats. I'm going to
answer your question, Pudge. While he's doing that, we're going to answer that question. You're gonna be
I had it pinned because I didn't want us to forget it. We're gonna come back to it. Okay, where am I at? Is this me? Okay, I streamed 53 hours in July, even though I was gone for half the month. 53 hours. 133 out of 75 chatters. I did 7.5 hours of shorts. I hit 789 out of 500 watch hours. I rated 9 times. Which means I think I only missed 1 rate, which means I only streamed 10 times in July. 10 times because of my schedule. That's not a lot, okay, of live streams. Now, I'll admit to you, some people can hit 50 hours. I get that. And I did 21 of 20 shorts. I'm going to tell on myself so freaking hard right now. On July the 24th, I think it was, I had 1 short uploaded. Mm-hmm. I took 1 hour and ripped 19 shorts, 20 shorts, made them real quick. Bang, bang, bang. Now, admittedly, I'm a super fast editor. I get that. I've got templates. Like, I'm ready to go. Text always gives me a hard, but like, and I posted them all that day. I just posted them all. I got all the shorts uploaded that I need to do. I'm not trying to like smear anybody. I'm just saying I was gone for the majority of the month and it's still possible. And admittedly, guys, like I'm a tiny, small creator. Like I'm not Pudge TV. I'm definitely not Vaping Gamers. I'm not Maggie Moo. I'm not Dr. Disrespect. I'm not any of these guys. And so like the narrative that you have to be at this level to accomplish it is not accurate. Okay. It's not true. I think that Rumble has kicked us in the butt and has challenged us to up our game.
Yep. Yep.
So.
And so, with that, I've always been trying to focus on creating things that are going to bring value into the ecosystem. That's going to hopefully make everybody's jobs a little bit easier. Poor Gigi has to have me, break everything on the back end and then be like, I need help,
Yep.
But
R.I.P. Gigi.
Yes. And so, with that, originally, and throughout the Gigi started working on this, I forget, because he's here in chat right now. Gigi, what did you say, like maybe 6 months ago or so, we were taking a look at what we're about ready to unveil here. And then he kind of played around with it, and then we put it on hold for a little while. We got busy with other things. I think we were going through a brand name and all that other stuff. I think it was about 6 months ago. And so like I went in and I basically went into it and I completely, basically kind of I don't want to say totally gutted it, but added a lot of different functionality to it and kind of put it together in a way that kind of hopefully makes sense. And so basically what we have done now, chat, is, if you guys are a pro user on the platform, if you guys are a hobbyist, you have the ability to create clips in your account, right? You can go to your clips in the Rumble dashboard in Helix Tools, and you can take a look at all your clips that are there. You can download them, you can use them, and you can do whatever you want with them. And so what we have done is now we have taken that even a step further now. You now can take those and you can now turn those into shorts. And I'm going to show you guys how it works. There's a couple of other tools there too as well. But you basically take the URL of your clip, you pop it into it, it basically does its thing, and it turns it into basically a short. You tell it basically where you kind of want it. You can add 30 seconds in the front or back. And Bob's your uncle. You can make, literally, I made 8 shorts for the month while I was coding this and making it and checking it, testing things out. So like I'm almost halfway done in the month for all my shorts already.
Well, can I also brag on you for a second? This is tool number 2 of a suite of clipping and short creation tools that are changing the game for Rumble creators specifically. As you can see in the chat, I mean, like, Foley's in here saying, what are we trying to do? Recreate TikTok? Yeah, they are. They're going after TikTok. They're going after YouTube. They're going after everyone they can go after. It's absolutely what they're doing, Foley. But if you're part of Helix Tools, there are tools that are being developed and have been released and are kind of shelved and being re-released, and all the things are happening that have given us the ability to live clip in streams, to have your chat clip your streams. And unlike some of the other tools, these clips don't go into a private link to the person that clipped it and disappear and can never be found again unless you've got the URL. All of the chat clips, all of the clips that you're able to trigger on your own, and I'm not going to say how you can do that. It's fine. I'm just going to walk away from that. Okay. They go into a cloud. Text, that's what we should show them. We should show them my cloud of clips. I got 30 pages, if not more, that are 8 to 10 clips per page. I've got a backlog. Now, again, like, the reason I'm bringing this up is because, like, I love the tool you're talking about tonight. I think it's fantastic. If we can figure out a way to make it function mobily, I'll probably use it quite a bit. Okay. Outside of the mobile thing, I'm a very picky editor. And so I'm probably going to get a raw clip and do it myself because I have my own templates. I've got I know what I'm doing in that. You know what I mean? And so for guys like me who are editors, and for guys like me who are understanding how to do it, I am farming the hell out of my clips right now because of Helix Tools. I'm telling you right now, because of Helix Tools, I generate 20 shorts in less than an hour. Okay. It can be done. There are faster editors than me. So, like, don't just consider this one thing that we're talking about. There is a suite of tools that are the answer to the shorts question at Helix and in the hub.
Yeah. And so we're going to show this here. I'm sorry. I had to, EV Mux has this weird thing where it does this whole thing when I do go into studio mode. It basically just screws everything up. So thanks.
It ruins it all.
Appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah. So you can basically, what you can do, Gigi, now is you can go in, you can drop it. And I'll show this to you here.
Are we peeling back I feel like there should be, like,
I know, like
fancy
music or something.
Yeah.
There totally should, but I don't have anything like that because I did not get a chance to totally prepare before tonight.
Oh, let's
Like,
do this while you're pulling up. Let's answer Pudge's question, and then I'm going to release this pin.
okay.
Can users, okay, that are using tools like Streamladder, will this be a full answer to that? Is this a partial answer to that? Is this going to become an answer to that?
Yes, it's an answer to that. So this
Okay.
is basically, as it is right now, it's an 8.0 to that. Meaning there's a little bit more I've got to do to be able to get subtitles and stuff like that, but it's primarily we'll be able to replace that. Everything can be done in-house right there, and then you can take it and download it wherever you want. Now, I'm also going to kind of show there were some questions and stuff about getting your shorts and stuff like that, like uploaded to Rumble. I'm going to show you guys our sync tool that you guys can use. Like I'm going to be able to go tonight or probably tomorrow. I'm going to be able to take my stream that I just did last night and probably on Friday, I think is when the last time I streamed. And I'm going to be able to run it through this tool. It's going to find all the highlights for me. It's going to create all the shorts for me. And then I'm going to take them. I'm going to put them in Helix Sync. And then I'm going to time them out to do it at every single day. Absolutely, Pudge. Absolutely. So
I'm just testing. I don't know if that did anything for you or not. I don't know if you got set up, but I'm just trying.
I don't see anything yet. So
okay, we'll see. We'll see. We're live testing. Let's do it.
We're testing, yes. Okay, and so forgive me because I don't have chat set up here, so give me 2 seconds here while I get this. Where is my tool at? I just want to make sure, because this is not, we have another thing that we have that you guys have not seen too. Which this, hopefully I can get this all sorted. And get this done. Okay. Dude, this is so many icons? No, bro, this is nothing.
Dude, that gives me so much anxiety.
Does it really?
It is pure unadulterated. Like
this is like not even that much. This is even cleaned up, man. Okay.
How do I show my screen? Show my screen, which would look like this even if I hadn't just rebuilt the whole thing. How do I share my share screen? I'm gonna do it right now.
You can just share screen and then you add it. You can put it like right over top.
Entire screen. There it is. Look, share. Boom. There's mine. Punch mine up. That's what mine looks like.
All right, here we're gonna go. I know I don't want to remove that layer. There we go. Is it showing on stream? I don't even see it.
I don't see it. I maybe ruined the whole thing.
You probably did. Hashtag blame Ray, everybody.
100%.
Blame Ray. Okay, where is my page? I got too many URLs open right now. Like I was at my brother's today, and so I got home a little bit later than normal. So let me do this. Okay, and you should be able to see it now, right, chat? So right now it's kind of hidden behind everything. So you're going to notice over here on the left-hand side. Thank you, Pudge. Thank you. So right here you're going to see on the left-hand side here you have your clips now, which is its own separate droppable drop-down menu. You have up here so you can do your chatbot command, all that other kind of stuff. You can set up for who can use it, cooldown, and then also clip duration too as well. Then what you do right here, here's your shorts generator. So what you can do is that after you get your clips when you're streaming and you use Helix to do it, and really you can use even your own URL for whatever, right? So if it's a YouTube, you can do your YouTube. If it's Rumble, you can do Rumble. Bob's your uncle, whatever you want to do. But for the sake of this particular type of testing here, let's see what I got to get more freaking clips. I tried to get in chat to do it for me and they were all sleeping. But you basically would come in here. If you like this clip, you're like, you don't want to make this into a short. You're going to clip this little icon right here, which is the magic wand. You send it to the shorts generator. You click it. It's right there. You click load preview. It takes a second. It goes through and it shows you what your stream looks like in 3 different spots. So you can basically tell it how you want it to basically look. I kind of like doing the circle face cam. You guys will kind of see how this kind of looks. But you take the blue box here for your face cam, kind of drag it to about where your face is at, come down here in the right-hand corner, do yellow, kind of put it where your gameplay is at. You're going to be like, I want you to focus on this area for the gameplay, right? And then after you're done with that, you're like, okay, you click find viral moment. And then now it's going to go ahead and it's going to work on your clip and it's going to basically take it and you just sit back and just let it do its deal.
I lied to you, Tex, while it's doing its deal.
Why is that?
Uh, this is insane. 132 pages of clips right now.
You have 132 pages, so you're the
Mhm.
you're the whole clips.
132 times 8. What? Somebody do the math on that real quick.
That's 130. That's almost 1,000 clips, dude.
That is
That's a lot.
that's where we are. And I've only been using that tool for how long?
Maybe
It's not been a super long time. Ray, lie, never. Come on, Empire State.
But so that way, what
1,056.
It will basically take your clips that you make through the Helix tools, and it'll turn it into a short for you.
Look at
It
those
should
Destiny clips.
hopefully remove kind of the fluff behind it. You can see here it's extracting one clip here. But yeah, dude, it was like 106 degrees today or something like that. Foley, it's freaking crazy. What's up? Thank you for the follow. And dude, Sicilian, I thought you were following already. That's kind of messed up, dude. But what it's going to do is it's going to pop out the short, like it should do it right down here. We'll give it a second for it to do. Usually, like I'll do this while I'm working on other stuff. Okay, so let me see if I can add. Can we add the seed? Do I got to hide mine or something? Is that what has to happen? Let's see here.
You're the boss.
I'm trying to get it, dude, to work here, and it's just not. Because it says remove from scene. I don't know, but I don't see it.
Pudges over here talking about fat fingers, dude. Don't judge me and my fat fingers. My fat fingers are getting skinnier, unfortunately.
Yeah. So did this happen on your channels too? That's crazy, dude. I don't understand freaking how that happened. But usually this only takes a couple of minutes. And it's basically, and I'll show you guys some of this other stuff, which is a little bit different. The AI shorts, basically it allows you, if you have like a business or something you're thinking about selling, you can send it to the AI. It'll do kind of a quick overview of it and kind of give you some ideas and stuff on writing a script to be able to cover it. Then you can do like a, AI video actor if that's what you want to do. If not, no big deal. You can do like a B-roll, and you can use fish audio to get like a voiceover work, all that other stuff. What's up, Brian? You are very welcome, bud. I love you. I was hanging out with my nephew earlier today. So, dude, I had a great time being able to hang out with you guys. 4 to 16 hour streams, probably. Now you will be limited on our usage because we can't just totally open the spigot because it'll eat our lunch.
That's a lot of streams, dude.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you.
I would suggest you break that up, dude. Download a copy if you can. Just clip it out, into like 4-hour chunks. And then what you can do is that you can come up here instead of using the URL. There's the short.
There you go.
Instead of using the URL, you basically would upload the file right here.
So just to say this again, for those that are just joining, right, and are trying to get this figured out, what we're talking about here is an automated clipping tool, an automated vertical editor.
Yep.
Where you can choose between a couple of different designs on how to put your face cam in the clip. You can upload custom resources if you need to, right? I said that right. You can upload overlay resources.
Yep.
And you can, in one click of a button and 30 to 60 seconds later, wait for the tool to do this for you. As you're feeding it, boom, 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 boom. Here we go. Now we got vertical formatted clips immediately to satisfy what we need out of Rumble and the shorts. This is a game changer for you guys that are juggling, whether it's DaVinci or Adobe or whatever. There's other softwares that
There's a lot of them.
think of the free editors that I'm like, ooh, people try to explain. They're like, hey, do you know if I can multicam in this? I'm like, yeah, probably not.
Yeah, well, dude, there's like, Clip Champ and all that other kind of stuff too as well.
Yeah. So here's a tool in your hands that you can, and I'm telling you, if you go live 10 times in a month, 10, which is what I just said I did last month to hit my metrics. Okay. Now, some of them were longer than others, but 10 times in a month. If you just pick 2 clips out of every stream and let this tool take care of it for you, your month is done for Rumble. It's completely finished.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Hey, Barney Jack, there's no reason for us to integrate StreamerBot necessarily, but we don't do Rumbot Studio. That's something that's no longer available. We're doing something else completely. We're building something completely from scratch because there was a lot of issues that we had, including to get some of our URL stuff in the back end. So that's one and done. But in terms of getting StreamerBot integration for that,
but there's a replacement being built, Tex.
There's a replacement being built. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you have started
in
completely from
development.
scratch.
It's in development.
But yeah,
I'm not ownership. I'll say it. OBS being a bunch of freaking douchebags.
Yep.
And I'll tell you why it is, because OBS doesn't like Rumble.
Yep.
Period. They've done everything they can. It started over a year ago where someone asked if they could get some onboard Rumble integration for OBS, and the OBS leadership team very publicly went to social media and said, if it was up to us, we'd make sure that no Rumble users could use our software because we will never stand for what that platform stands for. And as they found out that we've created a tool through there, and I'm going to say it out loud, open source software, their open source software, which is allowed to be used the way they're using it. They're doing everything to stop us from using it strictly because they don't like Rumble. I'll say the quiet part out loud. Thank you, OBS. We'll build a better product.
Yep, 100%. And so, to basically go all back to that, what's up, Milk and Pennies? But Barney Jack, like, we have not thought about doing any kind of StreamerBot integration with what we're building. Now, I'm not saying that we would be against it. We would just have to sit down and talk with them to see how we can make that happen. I'd be more than down to do that. What we want to do is we want to build tools that's going to make lives easier for everybody, right? That was one of the reasons why that we did. And then I worked so hard on getting this short stuff flushed out with the function and stuff like that we needed for it to be able to be used by people. Once you basically run it through here, it'll pop it out right here. It'll even give you a clever title if you want to use it or not. That's totally up to you. You can do play right here, and then you can watch the short. And is unless the generator, which is possible, it's in testing right now. Yeah, it's probably.
Alcampa says, "Wait, now we can do vertical clips."
Yes. Yeah, well, yes, more or less, Al.
Ish.
So what you do is it gets saved. You click this little icon right here. Then it'll automatically fill it into the box down here and automatically create the short. Now, if you wanted to get a little bit more on the end and also the beginning, Online Bigger Radio, welcome on in. Then you basically do 30 seconds before, 30 seconds afterwards. Or if you want to get 30 seconds on both, you can do 30 seconds on both ends, which really would give you the whole entire clip as a short because it's about 60 seconds. And so once you're done with that, I'm working on getting the post feature here to work so you can do it to TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts. Rumble Shorts is also going to be right here too as well. So you can do it straight from here and you can upload it straight from here to your account. You do download right here. I'm working on being able to do like the action, the capture for the chat and all that other kind of stuff. This is just one of the tools that we're also releasing with this. Okay, so you can find all of your assets and stuff like that you've already created. You can find them right here, and you can see here's other clips that I've made.
Yeah, look at the vertical clips that are already built.
Yeah, and this was super simple. I just clicked the button, it added to it, find it. I set how I want it to look, and then I told it to make it. Yeah, this is like bogging down my site right now. So, and that's it. And so that short is now done, and now I can share that. So it's just an instant drop, boom, and it's out. So, and so you could even take these if you wanted to, make a collage. Maybe you wanted to do a collage of, your night playing a Pal World. Okay, your night playing Fortnite. Whatever you want to do, you can now make all the shorts, drop them down, download them all, put them together in your own editor, and create even a longer form video if you want to. Yep. Totally up to you.
Dude, do you have any idea how quickly I can build montages with Helix clipping?
Yes.
It's so fast. And you thought I was fast before when I had to download the VOD and find clips of the VOD. Brother, I already have them. It's just like bing, 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 transition, music, out, boom, done. Love it.
But in terms of the timeline on, we don't have a timeline on that yet, Insane Sicilian. We're doing everything from the ground up. And, Gigi can attest to this too as well. We are starting completely from scratch.
Yeah.
100% from scratch. We've already got the bones and stuff like that somewhat kind of getting hammered out right now. As soon as I have more information in terms of, when that's going to be available, I'll let you know. But I can promise you guys, we're going to be a lot more user friendly than OBS ever was. And, we want to basically work with the creator and different brands. We don't want to be like a hindrance to things moving forward just because we got some stupid thing or some kind of ideological stuff like in our crawl that we just can't get over. It's just stupid. It's 2026.
It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. So
but here we are.
Yes. And so with your shorts now, they're going to come in here, your asset gallery. They're only there for 15 days. After that, they'll get automatically deleted. And that's to try to help with storage because I'm assuming that there's going to be a lot of people using it. And I want to make sure that, that it's somewhat clean. It doesn't get all cluttered up with a bunch of stuff from 5 years ago that nobody ever looks at.
Yep.
But you can see right here, this is what it looks like with the circle. As you can see here, here's a couple of shorts I did with me and Ray from one of our last shows.
Look
I
at
put
me.
in the two thing at the top, at the bottom, boom. It actually created the short like that, which is beautiful. I've tried to do this with some other programs, and it just kept not doing it. It kept grabbing Ray only, and it made me mad because Ray does all the talking. So,
hey, dude, I've been quiet for like 10 minutes.
I know.
I've been quiet for like 10 minutes, dude. Skyhawk's good to see you. Al Campos says, you know what, guys? I always support you and Race for bringing it on. We do appreciate that, Al. Thank you very much.
But yeah, I mean, Insane Sicilian will definitely hit you up as a tester, dude. And we'll make sure we put it out there on socials for people to check it out, to get some testing and some feedback. We also kind of want to take on Meld a little bit too as well because they're not very user-friendly. They almost kind of go along the same lines of what OBS did too as well. All right, yeah. You want me to show him, Gigi? So here, this is currently
look at us.
What it kind of looks. So there you go. You guys are getting a very secret, sneaked in look.
The peak is sneaking.
Which is a Helix Live Studio, and it's literally bare bones. But we are starting from the ground up. We are doing it. We're going to make it functioning. It's going to be great. So we are currently in production on that, working through that, and to getting that all put it. And Gigi is doing an amazing job as he always does. And so now here's some of the other tools as well. So besides for being able to come in here and go to your Rumble clips, you can go to any of your streams anywhere, right? And you can basically right click, paste the video URL. It'll work the same way. Because it's typically grabbing the URL here. I don't want to do it right now because, as you can tell, people will be limited to about 30 hours worth of video for right now. We want to track usage. I want to see like costs and stuff like that because if we don't do this right, it's going to eat our lunch. And so I want to make sure that does not happen because I don't want to. Meld did something with their AI where they let it be unlimited for users. And I don't know if you guys heard about this or if you heard about this, Ray. But somebody racked up like a $5,000 bill one month.
Ew.
Right? And they were just testing. So they had to eat it. And I don't have that kind of money. We just don't have that kind of money.
I'm going to be honest with you, man. Like the Meld thing, sure, or whatever.
It's crazy, dude. It is crazy.
It is what it is. I mean, like, look, there's tons of options, right?
Yes.
And what we're trying to do here is to develop options that have Rumble creators in mind. Mm-hmm. I mean, prioritize may be a strong word, but we want to have Rumble creators in mind with the tools that we are developing to give Rumble creators the edge that they're missing because places like OBS and places like other studios don't want to work with Rumble creators. Now, the second part of this is we have to be flexible because we don't want Rumble creators to just be tied to Rumble creators. Look, as a content creator, as a streamer, multi-streaming and syndication and posting everywhere is super important. So like we also have to develop tools that we're considering all the other sites and all the other integrations and all the other, the codes from it's a thing, right? So we're developing it in a way that we are putting you as a Rumble creator as a priority. And I think that like the thing that I want to get back to in this conversation, and I know you're showing the tool off, but like this is happening because a month and a half ago, this community melted down over not having the time to create 20 shorts. And so we're trying to give you guys, and then Tex was texting me and he was like, brother, I can't do this. Like, I don't have the time to do 20 shorts. And so instead, what he did was he spent 2 months coding the ability to automate the 20 shorts so that we can give not just Tex, not just Ray, not just Gigi, not just Foley, not just, whoever. We're giving this to the community and making this available to the community so that you guys have a fighting chance to prove that your content is worthy of being in the premium program, the creator program, whatever you want to call it, and that your content can be seen all over the place. That's huge, man. It's huge.
And also, too, to answer your question fully, I know you said 2 or 3 streamers, you'd hit that limit. I understand that. So that's why for you and for those of you guys that do super long form generated content, clips is going to be what's going to basically save your bacon. Rather than putting like your whole entire 4 or 16-hour stream URL right here for the AI to chew through and eat a bunch of money, you create your clips like this of the moments that you like by doing ! clip in chat with the chat bot. Okay, it'll add it to your account. You come in here, you click this little icon right here. It'll send the URL to this little bar right here. And then you go ahead and do a load preview, set your where you want it to cut in, and then let it go ahead and find your viral moments, and it'll create the short for you. Super simple. It'll take you a couple minutes. But that is your best plan of attack, especially on a stream that long. Now I want to show a couple of other tools here too as well. That's also part of this. You guys might think maybe it's just the shorts generator, but that is not true. The AI shorts right here. DFF, thanks, man. I appreciate that. You are amazing, sir. Helmet, it's good to see you too.
Helmet Fire, dude. I haven't seen you in forever. Good to see you, Helmet. Sorry, I've been all over the place this month.
That's totally
it's definitely my fault.
And Saint Cecilian, I appreciate that, dude. Really do appreciate that. This right here, let's say, for example, there's a product that you're trying to sell, which is kind of, and that's why I don't know whether or not we're going to keep this or not. But what you can do is you can put in the URL of your product. You can give it a brief description. You can tell it what kind of video style that you were looking for, right? Educational, natural, storytelling, comparison, comedy, shock value, whatever you want to do. Choose your language, and then you can get an AI actor for your video made right here. Now, we're not going to provide the key for FAL AI because it's extremely expensive to do this, but we integrated it in so that if you guys wanted to do something like that, you guys are more than happy to. I mean, you guys can even do it on your own channel. You guys can come in here, put your URL, and then have AI make a fantastic montage about your stream and what you do. Okay, totally do that. Bob's your uncle. It's connected also with, I
love my Uncle Bob. He's the best.
With TTS2 as well. Or if you don't want to do an AI actor, maybe you just want to do some screen recording so you have some vocals and something that you're kind of writing that you want to have narrated. You can do the screen recording right here. Put it in. It'll take you through 5 different steps. It'll work it all out for you. Bob's your uncle. You save it, and then you have your assets gallery, and AI short videos will be right here. If you have any, it'll pop up right here, and then you can download it and use it however you want. One of the things that I really like, and I think this is really cool, at least for me, I'm kind of a dork when it comes to this. Referee, thank you for the follow. So what you can do from here, you can get AI to kind of help you with something that you've created. Maybe you put together a montage and you're like, I really don't know how I want to kind of title it. I need a thumbnail for it. What can I do? Give me some ideas to kind of, help me brainstorm where I want to go. So let's say, for example, we've got Ray with his, best Battlefield moments.
I'm retired from Battlefield, friend.
On tape. Retired. Are you?
I am retired a little bit.
Okay, well, we're still going to do that.
It's
so
okay.
That's
It's okay.
So all good. We're going to do the manual title option. Now, if you go ahead and you do it from like a video URL, I think it'll kind of automatically pull it, but I can't remember. I forget. Anyway, so I'm just going to kind of throw you guys here. So what you can do, you can select the best title for your video. So it'll give you like 10 different options based on what you're kind of going with. You can be like 10 Battlefield moments that defied all odds. That's pretty good.
Okay.
Caught on tape, the most intense Battlefield moments ever. Right? These 10 Battlefield clips will leave you speechless. All this stuff, it'll give you some ideas on what you guys can do for your titles and your videos, even your live streams if you want. And once you kind of pick one that you like, I can't believe this was filmed on the Battlefield. We'll do it there.
Boom. There you go.
We'll go generate thumbnail now, and then what you can do is you can upload your face, or you can do a background. So like right now, watch, I'll upload one of my images here. Let's see, where am I at? Right here. Now, if this happens to show me without a hat, it shows me bald for some reason.
Ooh, weird.
I promise you guys, I have hair. But so you can use a picture of yourself. You can use the background if you want. And then you're going to go ahead and click generate thumbnail. It should take maybe about a minute or two. Usually it's pretty quickly. But, I have this bad habit. When I show you guys live tools while I'm streaming, it totally breaks. Press X to down. Yeah, I know. Well, we'll kind of see how well this goes.
Press X to down. That's so good.
That's messed up, Foley. That's messed up. But don't have time. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, Gigi, no, it breaks, dude, a lot. Especially when I'm doing this on a live stream. I went through this thing with a fine-tooth comb, and I tested the hell out of it over this last week because I had to get a lot of little bugs and stuff coated out. There it is. So there I am with no hair. I don't know why.
So weird. Look at this bald guy.
Yeah, so you can either choose one of these if you want to. Totally up to you. And then you can download it, or you can do whatever you want with it. Of course, look, it does a good job of copying my shirt and my doobie hat, which is, but I don't know why it's showing me as bald. But I mean, the thing that impresses me the most about this right here is that look, my beard is actually accurate.
There you go.
And AI rarely ever does that.
How dare you use AI slop?
I know. That's what everybody says. Dude, AI is the way of the future, boy.
How dare
you think? I think so too as well, Kenji. No, I'm not bald. You want me to take my hand? Okay, here we go. I promise you guys.
People think I'm bald.
I look like I'm bald, but I'm not. See, look, I have hair.
People absolutely think that I'm bald.
Okay, I have hair. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the AI is thinking. So anyway, if you don't like this, you can tell it to regenerate, and it'll regenerate another 3 more pictures. And then if you want to basically select the picture, you select it here. Then you go to generate description. It'll take a moment. It'll kick back the video description and also timestamps if that's what you want. But that way you can come in and you can basically edit it yourself, put in your URLs, do whatever you want to do with it. It's because usually I wear the hat just because I don't know. You think I look like a WWE? Well, thank you, Kenji. I appreciate that. I'll have to make sure to tell my wife that. But then once you're done with it, then you're going to click preview and publish. And this is going to be your thumbnail here. You can download the cover image. You can copy the description, add it to whatever. And then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to be adding upload links right here so you guys can basically, it'll open a separate window or whatever. And that way then you can just copy and paste and go with it. So that's the Creator Studio. You guys, that's part of the whole thing. And then just your Helix short setting. This will be your FAL AI API key if you wanted to do the video stuff. It's super expensive. And so that's why I was not able to include it. I mean, I'd have to charge $60 a month probably. And I just don't want to do that. That's just ridiculous for this kind of tool, I think. But basically, once you guys get all of your shorts together, right? So now that you're able to create the shorts, drop of a hat, right? Like that from within everything. Then what you can do then is you can come up here to our Helix Sync tool. And I want to show you guys this because I was talking about this on socials to, I forget to who. I don't know, a couple of different people. And then, of course, I was talking to Waffle and stuff like that and showing him this because he's like, I don't have time, all this other kind of stuff. And so what you do then is you can come down here to local files. You click browse local files. Here's a couple of the different shorts. So I've got a bunch with Gigi just causing a bunch of problems in a lot of different games. Gigi's kind of a problem child, chat. I'm just going to kind of throw that out there.
Agree.
I love you, Gigi, but you're a problem child.
We love him.
But then you can basically highlight them all, right? Click open. And then what you can do now is you can go up here to scheduled upload. You blame me? Okay, that's how it is. You're going to enable, and then now what you can do is you can pick a start date, a time, AM, PM. You can do the interval if you want to. You can do minutes, hours, or days. So you could literally sit down, take all 20 of your shorts tomorrow from the clips that you have inside Helix Tools, schedule it, upload it, and you're done with shorts for the month in one day. All from one seamless flow. Okay?
But Tex, how will I ever get my shorts done?
Exactly. I know, but I mean, I put a lot of thought in this because I don't have time to to do it and all. Now, one of the things that you can do here when you go to upload it is you can do your title, you can do your video description from Rumble, all that other kind of stuff. You can do the tags. You can click here for a thumbnail, and you can browse for a thumbnail to put on there, right? And it'll put on there. You can do the category, subcategory. You can do the license. Right down here where you have fetch, you click on fetch. So if you have multiple channels, for example, and maybe you're doing shorts for different kind of content, then you do fetch, and then you choose which channel you want it to go to. And then you click save changes. And then that one is saved. It says file updated, metadata has been saved. So then go to the next one. And you add this one. But you guys get the point. And then once you do that, then you click upload all, and you go make a cup of coffee, eat a bagel,
and Bob's your uncle.
Watch a movie.
I'm trying to be you.
Yeah. Bob's your uncle, and you're done. You just minimize it, let it do its thing in the background, and then you're done. So we've tried to basically make it to where everything is basically done like relatively quickly, easily, and it is right there for you to use. And hopefully it'll be a tool that will be a real blessing to you guys as a content creator. If you guys have any questions or whatever, let me know. I know Sour Milk and Pennies, but if you use your clips function, then you can do it straight in house. Now, this is also going to be coming to people that use Twitch and Blaze and VP Zone 2 as well. And you're going to have the same functionality with your clips from there too. You just copy the URL, pop it in the shorts, and go. The whole goal is to try to make it as user-friendly as possible. So that way it's totally a blessing for you guys.
Boom.
But that's
awesome.
That's kind of the whole thing.
Just saying.
Yeah, goes to 18-hour stream slam site. Thanks, Foley. I appreciate that. Right now it's open to admins and insiders while I get the final little bugs of it worked out. And I figure out costs. There will be, to be fair to everybody, there will be a little bit more of a cost to use it. As a subscriber, there's going to be a new tier that's going to be unleashed, but I want to make sure that it's fair to everybody involved. You know what I mean? I'm not here to try to take advantage of you guys. I'm not here to try to make you guys, pay through the nose for something. I want to develop tools. I want to develop things that are going to help you as a content creator excel in your craft at a reasonable cost. I'm not here to basically. I don't want you. I don't want you to have to sell your child to be able to pay for this. This is ridiculous.
Man, my child just turned 17. Can I please sell her? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I know. But I mean, if you guys got any questions, please ask in chat. If you guys got questions about it, comments, concerns, things you like, things you don't like. Does it look terrible? Does it look like garbage? Does it look great? Like a what? To your computer, Foley? It's basically already a local clip maker to some degree when it's done through the tools. But if you're talking about, can we make like a desktop shorts maker? Is that what you're asking for?
Texas over here flexing this Whataburger cup. I'm gonna come through the screen, dude.
And it's delicious.
I'm double out on Whataburger. Number one, there's not even near me. Number two, if I eat that, I'll probably die. So,
well, to be fair, it's Coke Zero, so
that's okay.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that, Foley, because to do the if you're talking about creating shorts like that, then you're talking about using like a video editing software, and there's a ton of them out there already that do fantastic jobs and that are free, like DaVinci, for example.
Empire says blame vaping for making us hungry and thirsty. Helmet Fire says more like Coke Hero. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. So I mean, technically you can do that already, right? But to do it like into a shorts and stuff like that, and to go through things and to kind of find the viral moment, so you don't have to do too much editing. You have to use something like AI that can scrub the video, take a look at it, and try to figure it out. Now, sometimes it gets it right, sometimes it doesn't. That's just the nature of the game. And so you kind of do that. And that's why you have the 30-second before and after kind of part in the clip. And it should hopefully solve any of those kind of problems. Hopefully. Yeah, and like Gigi says, if you're thinking about using a local, I don't even know if he knows what an LLM is, Gigi. It's possible. I mean, not to say that Foley's like dumb or anything, but an LLM, for those of you guys that don't know what that means, it means a local language maker or something like that. Model, yes, model. Thank you.
Large language model.
Yes. And so basically, it would just take too much of computing power in order to run one. I know. But you can probably buy like a little computer. They're starting to sell them now, but they're coming out. I think they're like $1,400 or $2,000 or something like that. That'll run like a local large man. I'll take that, Kenji, for $1, 100%. That you can actually run now on your desktop too, as well. But I have
local large
Yeah.
man.
I haven't seen people talk about that too much. The anti-A guys knows it. DGX Spark. Yes, Kenji. Well, there's two of them. NVIDIA's got one, and so does AMD, but they're both like extremely expensive. Let me see here. AI machines, local machines. Because I think that they're like right around like $4,000, I think.
Jeez. Can't hide money.
No. Now, if you do have like a spare PC lying around that's pretty beefy, you can kind of run something like that. Yeah, 5K. Dude, Kenji, it's insane, dude. It's insane. But what do you think about those tools and stuff like that, Ray? I'm curious to know, because he only seen some of it. He didn't see all of it because he had computer problems, and he's totally
dude, I literally nuked my computer today. I can't believe this is working at all, to be clear. Like, we stripped it to the bones as in regards to like Windows installation, and went all the way back to the beginning, and had to like freaking, you know how it goes. Text, you gotta like fix RAM timing and go through the BIOS, and I don't know how to do any of this stuff, so I'd have someone hold my hand. Jorba for like being very patient with me.
And that's always the reason why, dude, that like I typically would try to fix it instead of do all that stuff.
We talked about it with several me and several much more techie people than I talked about it, and we came to the thing and we were like, shoot it in the head and start over. And so that's where actually it's not gonna be that bad. I do enjoy the purging fire. The nice thing is, studio software that I'm using, like as long as I copied my file folder, and I at least had the file folder organized. So theoretically, when I put it back in my documents section, the path will automatically register. And the Stream Deck software is all super easy. So like I can see on all my decks right now, like everything is where it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? It's just not all connected because the software's not there. So I'm at the phase right now where I'm going through and I'm doing like all the updates, and like making sure that I've got all the drivers where it is, and like all that kind of stuff. And then we're tweaking it, and like then I got to reinstall NVIDIA and all this sorts of. The biggest problem for me is like I'm not super caught up to date on this Wave software yet. The Elgato Wave, which I switched to from the Go XLR, and I've been very happy with it in a lot of ways. But I'm not fluid in it yet, and I tried to export it to re-import it, and it didn't work. So I got to rebuild all of my audio, and so that kind of sucks because my routing tables had taken me like 2 months to get them like where I wanted. You know what I mean? But I do have the control between the Stream Deck and the Wave software for what I hear versus like what I'm like. I love the software. Like I know Danny's had some glitchy issues with it. Some other people so far I haven't had like a whole lot of glitchy things, but like I'm still a bit bummed out that I wasn't able to like re-import everything the way that I thought that I could. But I also knew that was kind of like a risk of doing it. I loved my full Go XLR. It's upstairs. Landon's using it now. Here's why I changed it, because Elgato reached out and they're like, hey, do you want to do a review on this? We'll give it to you. And I was like, all right, yeah, sure. And I wanted to try the Plus XL. So I'm using the Plus XL with the dock on the normal Stream Deck Plus. And like, as far as the control that I have, honestly, way more than I had on the Go XLR. But I'm not super fluent in it. So like, those are the things I got to fix. To answer your question though, I think these tools are great, man. I think even for a guy like me who is like super secure in editing in Adobe or whatever it is, I see massive benefits. Like I'm not always in front of my Premiere setup. So like if I'm out on the road shooting a concert or doing a photo shoot or doing video work or at a summer camp, like whatever the things are, like this gives me an option to stay on top of it now
Mhm.
instead of getting as behind as I did. And like, don't get me wrong, like it sucked, but it like, I mean, it took me longer, I think, to post all the clips to Rumble than it did to edit them. However, this would give me the opportunity to stay on pace, and I'm excited that in month 2 of the new situation, I'm like already 2 or 3 posts in. Like I've got the next 15 already lined up. Like, the
That's
cool
great.
thing too is like I've got 15 in the can right now, but as I'm posting them daily, when I have things that come out that are more important or I want to show that I can bump those 15, then
Mhm.
like I'm able to work my schedule and gives me flexibility. This tool will take that to the next level.
Yep.
And I want to be super clear. The number of clips that I'm talking about are coming from Helix tools too. Just
Mhm.
because I'm editing in Premiere versus using this new vertical and or short editor currently, um, doesn't mean I mean, like it would take me so much longer to go back through a timeline of a VOD and to find these moments. These are moments that I'm clipping as they happen, and I have a bin to go pull them from.
Mhm.
And even if I don't clip it exactly in the right timeline, I know where it is now. Like even if I pull my VOD, here's a little hat tip to those of you guys who do use Adobe. If you pull a clip into your timeline of the VOD, you can automatically sync the audio and it'll show you where it is. Like you can like sync the two clips together. So like there's tips and tricks that I've used. This tool though eliminates all of that and gives you the ability to automate it. This is the time saver for you guys that have complained and said, I am not an editor. Why do I have to do 20 shorts? I'm just a live streamer. Congratulations, friends. You're welcome.
Yep.
Thank Tex.
Yep. And so, yeah, hopefully it's going to be something that's going to be. Now, let me show this too, just to show you guys. Well, you don't have to sit for 10 hours, Foley. That's what I'm telling you. You don't have to do that now.
Yeah,
So
fully agree with you on the fader, but this has physical knobs. And the knobs, I would agree. It's different. I love faders. I love faders all the way. These aren't that bad.
Yeah, let me show this here, just to show you guys how many clips this fine young gentleman here.
I had it pulled up.
Right. So here is this is basically where your clips sit. You can go up here to tools and you can look at public.
Okay, this is everyone or this. Look at me. I'm just overtaking.
Ray.
Look how addicted I've become to Call of Duty
There's
again.
me. I know, I heard, dude.
Buddy, it is like heroin in my bloodstream. And you know whose fault it is? It's Danny's.
Is it Danny's fault?
Danny last week texted me randomly, and he was like, this is how the text messages went. He was like, I'm not kidding. I mean this. What if we played Warzone tonight? And I was like, oh, man, like I'm finally out of that. Like I haven't been paying attention. We got in 2 games later. I was like, dude, this is your fault. I pre-ordered MW4. I bought the battle pass. Like I am all the way back. And now everyone else wants to leave. And I was like, all right, go. I'm staying here. I'm having fun. I'm having a good time. But in fairness, I've played majority PUBG since January of this year. You know what I mean? So I'm okay with a little irritation.
Yeah, someone needs to do Dan's pals. I'll go and check it out, Foley. But yeah,
Foley
so
says he can't sit for 10 hours, not describe a street. Yeah, agree.
Yeah,
This tool is a game changer.
Yeah, so with this tool, Foley, all you do is exclamation mark clip when you're streaming. It'll be there in your dashboard. You click the little magic little item, pops it in there, find viral moment. It'll go through, it'll scrub it, it'll cut it down, make a nice short, download it, upload it, you're done. Literally, like maybe 4 or 5 minutes, if that. Right? And you can create like these shorts, like you can just sit down like after one stream, get all your shorts done for the month. If you're part of like the content, if you're part of the the creator program. If you're not, you can still use the shorts to put yourself out there on TikTok, on YouTube shorts, Rumble shorts, wherever shorts, Instagram reels, whatever the hell it is. I don't know. There's too many social platforms now that I can't even keep up with all of it.
I think I counted 6 today that I posted a short to. It
Is
took
6?
me so I don't know. Again, Rumble, X, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. I did not post to Facebook. That would have been number 6. So I did 5. No, thank you.
That's still a lot. That is still a lot. But
It's a ton, and like the hashtags have to work differently on specific ones, and then like on TikTok, if you want it to work at all, you got to go like research it, and then it still doesn't work because my account TikTok thinks I'm a football creator, so like the me posting gaming clips on TikTok is so pointless. It's so pointless.
I know, but I mean, it's one of those things that you almost kind of have to. I don't say that you have to do because I haven't really posted anything on TikTok. I mean, we've got it for our music too as well. We got a music, artist page there on TikTok, and I don't ever use it because I just don't have enough time with the music to freaking do that.
A Rumble friend of mine said to me today, he was like, I did it in July. I did it. Like, I did it. It took me way too long. It is not worth it to me. And I will not be trying to do it again. And I'm not mad at it. This is now not for me.
Yeah.
And again, like, I just don't think that, like, I don't think there's shame in that. I don't think that's Rumble's fault. I don't think Rumble owes it to us. I just think that, like, you know what, like, here we are, like, figure out what works for you, what doesn't. Helmet Fire's in chat. I'm not sure if he is earlier. He took a break this summer to work on a project. He had to take a break and work on a project. We all are doing, like, the things that we need to do. And here we are.
Yeah. So what is that? Is that who's on right now? Gigi? Which is good. It's good to see that Mr. Kelly's around. Mr. Kelly's been MIA for a while because he's been out in the country doing like his regular job. But
busy, man.
If you guys have any questions, if you guys have any, feedback on what it is that we're creating and doing, please let us know. My DMs are open. My hope is that these tools will be a blessing to you, that it will help you to make the content that you want, make the content that you need, whatever it is. I want to basically try to make it to where it's there and it's available for you, all within one ecosystem, to make it as easy as possible, and hopefully make it worthwhile.
Because Bob's not your uncle. Tex is your uncle.
Yes, that's right.
Tex,
and of course you got TTS now as well with chat.
Yep.
Which that's been implemented. That's been fixed. We have a raffle that you can also do now, so you can give away something on stream. And the cool thing about all of the tools that we're designing and the chat and everything else, that we're streaming right now to YouTube, to Rumble, to X, to Blaze, to VP Zone, to Kick. All the time after you spend it. I appreciate that, Empire. I really do. That you can have one overlay with your raffle or whatever, and everybody across all your chats can vote on it and enter in with just one posting. Okay, which is insane. Nobody else has anything like that. But I did that because for those of us that do multi-streaming, which I do kind of out of necessity right now, then that way, you can get all of your communities on whatever platform to vote on whatever it is you're giving away. Okay, Bob's your uncle. It's right there. There you go. It's my favorite saying. Like, I guess
keep Bob. I like text.
We've got the different functions for chat engagement. I'm going to be reworking the games here coming up pretty soon. I just want to get other things kind of out of the way before I can circle back to it and make them a little bit better. That's my whole focus and my goal is just trying to make things as good as possible. I want to basically be what Stream Elements tried to do and failed.
Well, again, and I mean this, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Like, thank you. Legitimately. Thank you. Because this doesn't happen everywhere. There are not developers that are just sitting around creating for other people as selflessly as you do. And like, honestly, I've heard some people, it's like really small, like, oh, but you got to pay for the dude. The amount that you're paying, even if you choose to pay, like the tools that you have without paying are still unlike anywhere else. If you are paying for Helix, like it is not even the cost of your monthly storage fee for your clips. Like you're not paying what you have to. This is being done specifically to resource creators, to give creators tools. Like you said earlier, you have to charge 60, 70, whatever dollars a month. Streamlabs is $45 or $50 a month now. It's like completely inaffordable.
Yeah.
For what the tools are. This is way more robust. We're giving you much more customized tools. So like Tex is not like piling up money to go buy himself a new truck. Okay. Tex is doing what he can to support the community. And I believe that good things are going to come of that. So
Yeah,
that's
I
all I have to
appreciate
say about
that. And that's, Inform. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. And welcome on in. I appreciate that, online bigot radio. I really do. You guys, they're willing to take the time and explain what's going on in depth. And that's also true. Like, I need to get back to doing some of those videos too. Ray and I have talked about it
Mhm.
in terms of me sitting down,
Well,
doing
it's
the
about to be
recordings.
time. I mean, the reality of it is like, again, like this summer, it was crazy for all of us.
Yes.
There was a lot of time that we were not where we wanted to be. And there's beyond it just being a crazy summer. There was things that we had to do, um, all across, you know,
Well, here's the reality of the situation is too, right? You look at, say, something like Stream Elements. They just got bought out by Razer. Why? Because they had the way that they tried to monetize their platform to help pay the bills wasn't functioning. It wasn't paying the bills, right? I mean, they came out and they were like, "What's up, Dan?" They came out and they literally said, "Okay, guys, we need $300 million or whatever, or $300,000 or 250." It was some astronomically huge number for them to keep the doors open because they just weren't making enough money. I know content creators that got totally stiffed by Stream Elements, did not get paid. Now, whether or not they're going to get paid remains to be seen. Is
it's
Razer
hard to
going to
say.
is Razer going to honor that? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Um, yeah, Dan. Apparently, your ears must have been burning, but your pals are starving. So they did. So they basically were like, all of a sudden, like, "Hey guys, I think it was 250,000. We need to raise $250,000, or by the end of the month, or else we have to shut our doors." That's a big chunk of freaking money. So like, I want to basically design something that the system will pay for itself, so we can all have great and fantastic tools.
Yeah.
And we can all go about our day, and we don't have to worry about it getting shut down and being bought out by another company. That's what I want to do. So, but anyway,
What up,
Ray,
Dan? I didn't get a chance to say hey. Sorry.
Is there anything else you'd like to say or anything like that, since you've been absent for a while?
No, I'm excited to be back. I think there's a lot of great things that are happening. And this is, what a great time to be a creator, honestly. Like, especially when there are so many products that are coming to our fingertips that we have been missing, whether it's chat engagement or the totally not rigged slot machine or random question, like all these things that you're building. Plus, for me, again, this clipping feature is such a game changer across the platform all the way. Like, I couldn't believe in this more. Like, and I know that I like beat you in the head about it when I first came on. I was like, we got to get clipping right. We got to get clipping right. We got to get clipping right. And like, these tools are going to spike and change the way that you interact with the Rumble Creator Program, the way that you probably perceive the Rumble Creator Program, because 20 clips, 20 shorts, not that big of a deal if you're using the tools at your fingertips. And so we're super excited about that. I'm so glad, dude. We just found out, like, we've just hit over a year of tools of the trade. Like, we've hit 1 year mark on this podcast, and I don't feel like we're slowing down. I know it was been slow this summer because there's been a lot going on, but like, I'm super excited to get great interviews with you and to bring that to our viewers, and to bring tools like this to our viewers and other tools. You know what I mean? Like common sense in the marketplace and all that kind of stuff. We're glad to be back. We're glad to be hanging out with all you guys. Good to see you that have been in chat. And I'm excited to get the ball. Dude, I don't think you understand how excited I am to get back to normal. And I don't think you understand how excited I am to be back to fully back to normal after surgery here in about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Like,
well, dude, I'm excited that it's just something as simple, and I don't want to say it's simple, it's still surgery, but the fact that it's at least just cataracts and that it's nothing. Yes.
And I haven't had this conversation with you. The eye thing is a side effect of a severe other issue. And so, I'll just say, I'm not afraid to say it. Like, I was diagnosed type 2 diabetic, like 2018, 2019. And when I got the diagnosis, I was working at a job that was like 120 hours a week on the road, 20 days out of the month, unbelievably stressful. And when we moved to Florida, man, like all that was gone. I felt great. And my doctor in Ohio was like, a lot of this is probably onset. Number one, you have like everyone in your family is diabetic. So like you do have like a little bit of a genetic issue here. Also you could eat better. Also, you got the stress. If you're so like I actually in Ohio, I came off all my medicine at the doctor's discretion.
Mhm.
Because I was controlling it with diet. I was trying to like goose fob it a little bit and control like the anxiety and the stress and whatever work. When we moved here, man, I felt great. And that's the thing that scared me the most. Like when my eye blurred out 2 weeks ago, I felt fantastic. But because I'm diabetic and because I know that that could be a symptom of something, I took my blood sugar that night and I had not taken my blood sugar in like 2 years. Like I felt so good. I was like, I'm fine. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm good. I'm
Mhm.
great. And like my resting blood sugar was like 480. It's supposed to be 90 something. It was 480. My
You're lucky you
A1C
didn't
came
go into a coma.
Yeah, my A1C came back and it's 11.9, which is not good. It's very not good. When we found out I was diabetic, my A1C was 17. They were like, "How are you not having a stroke?" So the problem is, and this is the first time I've said this out loud. I haven't shared this with social media yet, not because of any reason other than I just haven't had a chance. Um, I got some kidney damage from it. There's potential damage to my heart that they're trying to figure out. So I'm on like heart medication and kidney medication and like two different diabetic medications and back on metformin and all this kind of stuff. So like the eyesight, which to your point, correct, like the surgery is just cataract operation. It's a pretty simple thing. We're prayerful and hopeful that as I go through treatment, it stops there because in my right eye, which is not being operated on probably until the beginning of the year now, because eye surgery is expensive, even with
Yeah.
good insurance. Um, I had like two burst blood vessels in my eye, which comes from diabetic neuropathy. And there we think it's okay. My retina looks like it's fine, but like there's retina detachment. There's all these problems that could be there. And then beyond that, I'm like at super elevated risk of like stroke and heart attack and like uh blockages in my heart and all this kind of stuff. So like we're just working through all the things and I should be fine. I should
Mhm.
be. The hardest thing this week has been this is my first week on all the medication, so I'm dealing with two things. I'm dealing with like sugar detox, like coming off of sugar totally because even though like I'd been pretty good about it, I'd still reintroduce sugar more than I should have. So like I'm on sugar detox a little bit and like I'm just adjusting to having like 5 medications in my body at this like all at once now. And so I haven't felt super great, but it's fine. It's gonna be great. You give me a couple of weeks, let me get through the surgery and get used to being in the flow. I've also had to completely change my diet, like overnight. Like I left the doctor's office and it was like, okay, we're back on Columbus diet. And so I'm eating like maybe 1,200 calories a day and all of it's clean. It's like chicken breast and like some brown rice maybe and like just trying to like mitigate it more than anything because like if I start throwing up for the medicine, I don't want to throw up something tough. Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I'm trying to like stay bland on all this kind of stuff. So it's just a lot of stuff that's happening. But this community's been fantastic. I've got so many DMs and text messages just from my posts. I haven't even gone into all this stuff. Lucky for me, I'm still considered young. And so, but also, if I can't get this stuff under control in the next 60 days, they're going to make me go on insulin. And I do not want to do that. At
Yeah.
41, I don't want to become insulin dependent. And so I'm pushing against that as hard as I can. This morning, my resting glucose when I woke up was down to like 145, which is still not good. It's way better than 480. So like
Yes.
we're trending in the right direction. We'll get there. It'll be fine. It's just gonna be a little bit of like a juggling kind of a thing right now. But I do appreciate the prayers. I appreciate the support. Appreciate the people who have like reached out and text and called and all those things. It's been fantastic. Um, I'm not the guy that like wants to make medical things about him at all. But I'm also like not like some people are like, oh my God, like we don't want to embarrass you. I'm not embarrassed by any of it. I mean, it's a thing like my
That's
sister's
good.
diabetic, my dad's diabetic, both my grandparents on my dad's side are diabetic. Like it's something that I've grown up around and been aware of,
Mhm.
and did not do a good enough job fighting it off before I had it. And so here we are.
Yeah. Iron, very much thank you for the follow. The Iron Enforcer, appreciate that. Um, well, dude, I'll be praying for you for sure.
Yep.
And I know, and I want to throw this out there to the whole community. If you guys know who Arcam is, he lost his younger brother. He just found out. He put it on
I did
post.
see that.
Absolutely broke my heart. I wept.
I was
a little
supposed
bit.
to be with him last weekend.
Well, dude,
But
like,
then I had a specialist. I had to cancel my whole Rumble trip because I was at the specialist all day Friday.
yeah, that's what, I mean, Midnight's beginning to think you don't like him because this is the third time in a row that you've not seen
That's
him.
not true.
I know.
That's not accurate. Maybe 2 out of 3, but it's not the third time in a row.
I know. Anyway, if you guys do, take a moment to pray for him and his family. His brother leaves behind kids. His mom now is burying a child. He's burying a brother. And so Arkham, if you just happen to be watching, you happen to watch this later, dude, my heart goes out to you guys. I'm praying for you. Really sorry for your guys' loss, 100%. So just, keep him in mind and to kind of think of him in your prayers. So, but all right, guys. Well, I think that's going to do it for us. Ray, is there anything else you'd like to say before we go?
Appreciate you guys. Stoked for what's coming next. Get ready. Tools of the Trade is just getting started, and we're 1 year old. Well, maybe we can take our diapers off. We're just walking.
I don't know about that yet. I'm not potty trained yet, so we'll see how that goes. But if you guys missed any part of this video, you guys please make sure to go by and check out the beginning. I'll be trying to work on getting some videos filmed out in terms of all the stuff that's available to you guys. But the Helix Shorts Creator Tool will be available coming up soon. I'll be talking about pricing in the Discord here coming up pretty soon too as well, to let everybody know. I just need to kind of see how it all kind of functions and to kind of watch usage with the few people that have access to it right now. And then we'll kind of go from there. So hopefully within the next week or two, it's going to be released. Then we've got some other stuff I'm working on that's going to be released.
Of course you do. Why wouldn't you?
I always do, dude.
Sleep's overrated.
I can't keep my brain to freaking shut up. You know what I mean?
I got you.
But all right, guys, take care of yourselves and each other. And thank you guys for being here. And we'll see you guys again next time right here on Tools of Trade. All right, everybody?
Later, guys.
Bye.
Next week.
Next week.